I'm Scott Al Miller. It is the 11th of February, 2023, and welcome to my vlog of daily life in Leon, Nicaragua. And today we're going to do something I've been wanting to do for a long time, and it's pretty crazy, and I probably shouldn't do it, but I'm doing it anyway, and I hope you guys enjoy it. I'm going to make an attempt at walking from Leon to Las Peñitas, the beach, which is, I think, about 17 kilometers away. So we're just going to get right to it. All right, so I said we're gonna get right to it, but we're gonna just cover a few things first before I get, because right now all my batteries are charging. I'm getting ready. I'm recording this on the GoPro 9. I'm gonna upload what I have while I'm walking, because I'm just gonna be so busy because of this. So I'm gonna take the 11 and I'm gonna try to pretty much do a time lapse for you guys, because I want to get the whole walk. I don't really want to like be talking and do like the talking head thing for a lot of it. So I really want to get out to the beach and have a long, awesome, gorgeous time lapse to show you, because I think that's going to be gorgeous. And it's so much nicer than doing it in the car. When you're in the car, you've got the extra windscreen and the dirt, and you move so fast and it's hard to really get things, but it's a little bit smoother. But when you're doing the walking with the same camera, you just get a clearer picture, and it's so beautiful, and it's slower, so you're really getting a lot. But it's my footsteps make it kind of bounce, so that can't be avoided. But so I really want to do that, and the camera won't overheat doing that, whereas the GoPro 9 crashes, the 11 overheats, but this should be pretty good. Today, we're only hitting a high of 93. Now, of course, I am going to go out and do this walk at the absolute peak of the day, because I'm an idiot, but it's when I have to do it. It's the only, because I need about 3 hours to get out to the beach, and I don't want to be doing it in the dark. Yeah, this is serious walking. But we have a little bit of overcast. We actually have some clouds. We're going to just, I don't know if you're going to be able to see it, but we do have clouds today. Which a lot of days we don't have any, so we're getting some of that. That's going to help me. There is a nice breeze, and it's only 93 degrees or 34 Celsius. So we've been 95 or 35 Celsius, which is fine, but you do notice, right? Like it's warm. Today is a little bit cooler. It's a little bit much to say it's cool, but you know, when you live in Nicaragua, you take what you can get in 93 during a dry summer day is actually pretty pleasant. Now, this morning, we had gone out last night to Geckos. I didn't stay out that late. I was home by about midnight, got kind of a good night's sleep, but our internet went out at about 5 o'clock this morning. Now, we've got double internet, so it's not a big deal, but our Teco, our new fiber, completely cut out, and our thing is flashing that there's no fiber link. So now we got to deal with that. So all this work we've put into getting all these things ready, that's not working. And now all of our Wi-Fi that we set up, that had to be shut off. And we're on the Claro, which is just a Claro sitting in the middle of the house with its own built-in Wi-Fi. So we have internet, but it's crap. And now it's afternoon and it's still out, but of course it's difficult to call. So we don't know if it's just us, we don't know if it's like in the area, and we've been busy, so we haven't had a chance to deal with it. So we don't really know what's going on as far as that goes. But so that's going on today, and that makes my management of the videos such a bigger deal, because I don't know what I'm going to have to deal with when I get back. And tomorrow's Sunday, so who knows if we're going to be able to talk to anybody until Monday. Yeah. So I need to get these uploading while I'm walking. And at 10 o'clock this morning, we had a meeting that we needed to go to at Casa del Cafe at Paseo Real, and met with some important people who needed to work with us on a bunch of business stuff and personal stuff and stuff about the show. And one of the things is just, I'm getting a lot of news recently that like people who know people are watching the show, and we're getting a lot of attention, and a lot of positive attention. Ooh, and look at that. Oh, we got a cloud came over. You never see my videos where I have a cloud over. Like, this almost never happens. Look how beautiful the light is and everything. It's fantastic. My eyes feel better. Like, it's so nice. So that's really cool. It's neat that we're getting some good attention. I'm really hoping that some of that attention is going to lead to us being able to do some cool things on the show for you guys. We're also scrambling to do a couple things today. We're trying to find some special guests, a flight down here. Hopefully someone new will be popping in on the show sometime in the next few weeks, but it's going to be tough. We're going to see. And I'm really hoping that we can work out a surprise trip this week. No idea if that's going to work. We're trying to work out bus tickets, and I haven't heard what the schedule is with that. Wow, it's been a busy day. So we had this meeting until about noon, came home, and yeah, I'm not going to have lunch before I do this walk because I really want to be hungry by the time I get to the hotel. Like, food on your stomach is a little bit rough for a walk, but of course then you're starving the whole way. There's no good answer. I am going to take money though so I can buy drinks on the way because 3 hours is way too, I will dehydrate if I'm not careful, but I can't really carry a bottle of water. So this is going to be a challenging walk. This is going to be the longest walk I've done in a really long time, and by far the longest walk I've ever done under extreme heat situations like this. So I'm excited. That is the day. Plans tonight, because I'm going to get this all done before actually the night hits. I'm going to walk all the way to the beach, have dinner on the beach at my hotel, and then probably nap because I'm going to be zonked. I have a room at the hotel. By miracle, we're not completely full tonight. Actually, that's a negative, but there's a room available with air conditioning, so I'm going to go chill in the air conditioning for a little while, bring down my body temperature, relax. Hopefully my feet will repair a little bit, and they are feeling good now before. That's why one of the reasons I'm willing to go out and do this. And then going out to Pelican Surf to go dancing at the surf dive bar. Dive bar is the type of bar, surf is the theme on the beach tonight. So that is the excitement of what is going on. So with that, I'm going to go start these uploads on the 9, plug this in, get everything ready. And one of the other things is I have someone going out to the beach with my stuff today. So all of my my change of clothes and my chargers and stuff for uploading these videos, because I'll upload those on the Techo from the beach. All of that is going to be done, going to be delivered to the hotel room. I don't have to take it. That's one of the things that makes the walk. The overcast, the cooler temperature, that I have an open afternoon, and that my stuff can go ahead of me. All of that came together so that I could do this walk today. So it's a surprise walk. I had no chance to plan for it. And with that, we're off on the walk. All right, I'm at the very first bus stop just outside of Leon. That is Veracruz just behind me. Here's the bus stop here. There's the one across the road. It's overcast at the moment, absolutely beautiful out here, feels great. I don't have the microphone on, so I get a lot of noise because I'm just saying, I'm kicking it off. We're going to the time lapse and we are heading 17 kilometers to the beach. Wish me luck. All right, there's no good way to do this except to just jump in and narrate. This is leaving Veracruz, and honestly, this was a fantastic walk. I could not have asked for better conditions. It was 93 degrees. Like I said, it ended up being overcast basically the entire way, which you'll see in the video. There was a horse-drawn carriage going by and a bus. And so between having a nice breeze, the overcast, and being just that little bit cooler than it's been, which has been 95, this was fantastic. I really just lucked out that this was an excellent day for this walk, and everything went really well, other than my right foot, which I've mentioned many times on the video. I broke last May. I've done several of these I've done several of these walks in an attempt to get it worked in and working again and feeling good. And so I push it, and then I have to ice it, and then it seems to be okay, and it's getting better. At this point, the bones are in the wrong place, but they're fused. And we got some goats here. It's kind of hilarious that there are goats that just come up to the side of the road. I tried to film these the other day as I walked by, but they moved just as I got here. And this is where my battery died on my walk the other day, but now you can see them. They always hang out in this field over here. All right, I ran into those goats and just had to stop and talk about them. So my bones are fused, and the toes are not in exactly the position that they're supposed to be, but they're pretty close. Everything seems to be mostly okay, but I do have a lot of soft tissue damage, and the tendons still get really, really painfully sore, and I get some nerve issues when I'm walking, and everything swells. That was the Villa Las Mercedes that we just passed that was in the video just the other day. We're almost to the farthest point that I've ever walked, so this is pretty cool. And of course the dogs decided to join me, that I'm finally getting to whole new areas of the walk. Right there was the farthest point at that wall, and that was the road leading to Los Altos, I believe, which is a rancho or campestre or something like that. So about halfway through this walk, I started limping pretty badly, and you'll notice that the speed actually decreases a bit, and that's when I go from just feeling perfectly good to my foot starting to hurt, and it ended up hurting basically the rest of the way, quite significantly. It really was painful, but I need to do these walks. I've got to push them and get my feet really just run back in. Basically, the tendons need to be stretched out. They need to find their place and just figure that out. That was a little monument that was actually a solar-powered water pumping station. That was a monument to someone from the revolution. This is a beautiful open plain that I walk through. It's amazing. I've driven this road so many times because we live in Leon, and the beach where our hotel is, there's the cattle going by. This path, we've been going back and forth this path for 2 years continuously, and Dominic and I drove this with the kids back in 2015, so I knew it a little bit from then. So we really know this path, but walking this, almost every inch of it was like, wow, I didn't realize this was here. I don't really remember this, like every little thing. Taking a minute to show this. This is some of the craziest wiring that I've seen in a long time. Look at all these wires strung up on just sticks. It's not normally like that. It's just right here. I think that's just a stick. I mean, big stick, but in the ground over there. What? I also want to show, since we're walking by, this is Quinta La Bonita, which is just the pretty little quinta. Quintas are the little weekend farms, not working farms. I hope you can hear my voice because I don't have the microphone on. And just a pretty little place here. And it is for sale, so that's mostly for the screen grab. All right, we are continuing on to the beach. And actually, right at that moment, my battery died. So that was the first of 3 batteries that I used on this trip. Unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to actually start the trip until about 3 o'clock. Google said it should take about 3 hours and 20 minutes. Well, and probably I could beat 3 hours and 20 minutes if I was walking okay. The limp caused this to actually take 4 hours. That was actually a bathroom break you just saw. And at 4 hours, it was dark by the time we got to the end. So I'm not able to finish the entire video with light. So at the end, we're just able to see the ocean, and I was not able to walk all the way to the beach. I will do this again in the future for sure, once my foot has had some time to heal and I have another really nice day. This was a challenging walk given the foot problem. If it wasn't for my foot, this would have been easy, honestly. Even with a limp, you have to remember that the foot is broken. It is in rough shape. Someone did ask me about Las Gallinas. That was that road right there. That's where that is. My foot was in incredible pain. It has many broken bones. It's not like a little break. Like, this was really bad, how bad my foot is. And I'm limping this whole way. And even with that limp, with the 4 hours instead of 3 hours, with everything taking longer and being so much painful, and my right leg is not quite in the right position, the rest of my body, my back, my left leg, my arms, everything felt great. I didn't even notice that I had done this walk. Like this, you can see there, I'm getting slower. This was no issue at all. Had it not been for my right foot having that problem, doing twice this would have been only a really long day. It would not have been a problem at all. Nothing was sore, no blisters. Even with the limp, I have no blisters on my right foot. I am in pretty new Skechers with new Dr. Scholl's insoles, if that matters to anybody. But really, it's hard to overstate just how easy of a walk this really was. You can see the sun getting low there. We get a little bit of a sunset going on, which is really, really nice. So I'm really hopeful that I can get my gait back and my foot in good enough shape that I can walk smoothly. Because doing walks of this kind of length is going to be so easy. I've always wanted to really do this, and I'm really upset about how much this impacts me, because walking these long distance adventures is something that I love to do and what I was really hoping to do a lot of on this channel. And I've lost an entire year of not being able to really walk. I know you guys see me do a lot of these little walks, but they're nothing like what I like to do and want to do and was planning to do with the channel. So this is a big deal. But every bit of this walk was just beautiful. I really, really enjoyed it. And it's important to point out that obviously I got a little bit sweaty, but overall not sweaty doing this walk at 93 degrees, like so different than I'm used to. I didn't stop to get any water or anything until actually after the video ends. It got dark, and in the darkness, just outside Las Peñitas, I stopped and at a little pulperia and just picked up a Gatorade and a liter of water. I don't like to carry anything extra with me. It's just annoying. But that I needed to hydrate a little bit before I walked the length of the beach, because I didn't just walk to the beach. I walked to the beach and then the additional mile to the Simple Beach Lodge, which is now La Serena Verada or the Pirates Point restaurant. Also, keep in mind, not only did I walk all of this with a broken foot, I also walked all of it carrying a camera. I was holding the GoPro. This is not mounted to me in some way. I'm holding this in my right arm about 95% of the time. Once in a while, it's switched to the other. But this is me holding it, so my gait is also controlled, that my arms don't swing. Dark for the camera, but that band of light against the band of dark, that is the Pacific Ocean. So that's how close I am at this point. And yeah, I gotta continue this walk. My foot is in intense pain. It is burning, but I gotta get down there and to the hotel. People are waiting for me. It's time for dinner. And whew, what a walk this has been. All right, I want to get this video done and posted for you guys, so I'm not going to record any additional video footage. I'm going to put up a nice background and let that go, and just say thanks so much for watching. Once I got to the beach, I really was in good shape, other than my right foot was in intense pain, and I had a little bit of sciatica problems with my right leg because I'm holding it in a weird way. But overall, I can't believe how good I felt. I got into the hotel. Once I got a couple liters of fluids back into me, had dinner. I just had some nachos at Pirates Point. Was feeling pretty good. I sat down for a couple hours, mostly got off my foot, did not have a chance to ice it, did not have a chance to lay down, and then we went out and went dancing. Well, we went to Sua and hung out for a little while, for 1 or 2 hours, just listening to a band, had a little bit to eat and relax. Then at about 9:30 or 10 o'clock, went to Pelican, where we go dancing on the beach, and went from about 10 o'clock till about 1:30 in the morning. So more or less 3 hours of dancing, in which once or twice I got off my foot for maybe 10 minutes in a chair. That was it. Danced all night, or stood or walked around. So there was a lot more activity on my foot than what you saw in the video. Plus, you can tell in the video I'm still an hour of walking away from the beach at least. So the amount that you saw, right, is just the start. It really was. It was 17 kilometers and then 3 hours of dancing. And so when I say my foot really hurt, it was after all of that. And it didn't really hurt until the next morning, which is normally what happens. I've noticed that I get swelling and fluid in the soft tissue the next day. And then I'm able to ice it. So this was a fantastic walk. Thanks for joining me. Please remember to like and subscribe if you have any questions. Get down in the comments. Leave any comments you have. Ask any questions. The discussion is so great. If you'd like to support the channel, I put it up earlier, but I'll do it again. Buy me a coffee at buymeacoffee.com/ScottAlanMiller. Share this on social media, LinkedIn, Reddit, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, you name it. Get it out there. Let people know about the show. Tell people firsthand. Write it down. Put it on a slip of paper. And I will see all of you tomorrow.